Just imagine you are standing by the side of the river and you want to cross the river. There are many people standing there and you are asking questions. How can I cross the river? What is the distance between two banks of the river? Between the two sides of the river? What kind of resources I can utilize to cross that river? Is this a dangerous activity? How much time it will take to cross the river? So you are asking questions. Some person standing there will tell you that you should use a boat to cross the river and it will take only 15 to 20 minutes to cross that river. Others will say that it's not a safe thing, you should cross the river by the bridge. Now, in spite of accepting the answers, you are again trying to question. I am afraid to cross the rivers. I am afraid of water. These are some of the questions you are constantly asking from the spectators, from the people who are standing there. The condition is similar to the English learner who is always watching the videos. If you are asking the question, how can I stop translating from my mother tongue to English language? How can I adapt or how can I become habituated to think in English? What is the fastest way to become fluent in English? How much time it requires to become fluent in English? What are the hurdles? What are the misconceptions? How to overcome these misconceptions? When will I become a speaker? When will I start speaking in English? And all these questions are popping up and all these questions are often commenting in the comment section. And I have all the solutions in the form of videos. I have posted videos regarding how to stop translation from your native language to English. How can you develop the habit of thinking in English? And there are many videos regarding the fastest way to become fluent in English. Now you are not accepting the solutions, you are just asking the questions. How will I become a speaker? How does it take to become fluent in English? These are questions just are often repeated by the English learners. So just imagine you are standing at the bottom of a mountain. You are just standing at the bottom of the mountain and you want to reach at the top of the mountain. You haven't started your journey. You are just asking the questions like that. How can I reach the top of the mountain? What kind of resources I should adopt to reach at the top of the mountain? Is it a safe journey or a journey full of dangers? What kind of resources I should utilize? And what is the fastest way to reach at the top of the mountain? Is there any shortcut to reach the top of the mountain? Now you are not starting your journey. You are just standing at the bottom of the mountain. You are just asking the questions. Why I am posting this video? Because I have received so many questions regarding the ways, regarding the resources. I have posted the resources in the form of I don't have any speaking partner. I am living in a countryside. All these questions are often asked. And the answers of these I have often posted in the form of videos, and many other capable English trainers have posted videos in the form of apps, in the form of different kinds of apps and solutions they are offering you. But believe me, dear audience, if you are just asking questions and not accepting the solutions, and if you are just learning the language and you are not practicing the language, you are not implementing, believe me and tell me, dear audience, just one question, and you have to ask it from yourself and comment me in the comment section. How many times have you visited the video how to think in English. How to think in English. This is only one example I am asking from you. How many times you have asked this question, how to think in English, and you have visited how many videos? And after watching all these videos, how many times you have implemented those tips and tricks shared by those English trainers? Let me know sincerely in the comment section. Now you are asking the resources. You are asking that you don't have time to study English language, separate study time in English. And there are so many English study hacks which are being shared by all English trainers, and which I have shared, that how you can incorporate and add English to your daily routine without investing your separate time to study English language. Now, have you incorporated English language to your daily routine? Are you devoting time to English study routine? Are you reading books? Are you reading a few pages daily in English language? Are you listening any kind of podcast? Are you immersing yourself? Are you creating English environment in the form of speaking, in the form of listening, in the form of reading, in the form of writing? Because writing is just like a nugget of wisdom. Are you creating this kind of English environment around you? Are you just passively watching the videos and then commenting that I am not being fluent in English? I have watched so many videos. And dear audience and respectable audience, after watching, if don't take me as a wrong, I am creating this video especially for my English viewer. I want to make your English better, because if you have watched thousands of videos how to think in English, how to stop translation in your mother tongue, from your mother tongue to English language, how to adopt and which is the fastest way to speak in English language. If you visit and if you watch 1,000 videos on this topic, but you are not implementing it in English language, and if you are watching videos to become fluent in English in 2 months, in 3 months, in just 45 days, in 50 days, these kind of videos, if you are just watching one video after the other video, but you are not implementing, you are not practicing what is being dictated in those videos, are you just reading the textbooks and you are not reading extracurricular activities books and you are not reading the online resources? If you are just watching the videos and not implementing them in your own life, you are just like a person who is standing on the side of the river, who is standing at the bottom of the mountain, who is waiting for some miracle to happen. And dear audience, no one can teach you how to be fluent in English when you will not realize that this is your duty to practice. This is your duty to listen. This is your duty to take a practical step towards your destination. If you are just standing at this point and your destination is here, you are standing here. If you are not walking and you are just asking other persons how much time it will take to reach your destination, you will not reach your destination. You have to walk towards your destination. You have to take practical steps. You have to implement all the tips which are being described in each and every video. You have to change your mindset, because your mind is raising the questions. Your mind is raising the misconceptions, but your mind is not accepting the solutions. The problem is that. The real problem is that when will I become fluent in English? Now you have to ask this question, how much time you are dedicating to your study routine? Because it's your study routine. If you are studying only 2 hours, how can you compare your study routine with that person who is devoting 3 to 6 hours to English language learning? Now your criteria is different and your devotion is different from that person who is spending 3 to 6 hours to English language. So these two persons cannot be compared because their devotedness to English language, their span of learning English language is different. The more effort you put in learning a language, the better you will be in speaking in English. The better you speak in English, the better you practice English language, the more efficient you will be fluent in English. What you are doing, you are learning English language from a non-native speaker. You just imagine that I have crammed all the English rules and I will be fluent in English. You are not practicing, you are not putting all those rules into your practical life. After reading textbooks, you are imagining that I have become a fluent English speaker. How can you be? After watching so many videos, so many thousands and hundreds of videos on English language, still you are not fluent in English. Still you are asking the question, when will I become fluent in English? Still there are comments, how much time did you take to be fluent in English? My journey is different from yours. My perspective is different from yours. My situation, my condition is different from yours. So how can you compare your level with my level? How can you compare your conditions with my conditions, your situation from my situation, your span of time with my span of time, with any other span of time? Now you have learned all the things, you have watched all the videos. The problem is that you are not implementing. You have to stop learning the tips, the tricks, the solutions. The time is to practice. The time is to implement. The time is to focus. The time is to have drill so that you can be fluent in English language. Stop learning English language like this. By scrolling YouTube videos, by watching videos and movies, by listening songs, you can't be fluent in English until and unless you have to put yourself in that situation. You have to make practice on daily basis. You have to make it as your worship. Accept it as your worship, as your worship is mandatory for you. Your practice is mandatory for you. As worship gives you solace, your practice gives you speaking skills. Your practice gives you confidence. Your practice gives you removal of hesitation, fear, and all that doubts and misconception residing here. So the purpose of making this video is that you have to realize. Don't pose questions, how much time, when will I start speaking in English? What is the best resource? You know the best resource. The main thing is that you are not accepting the solution. At this junction, at this point, it's crucial for you, it's mandatory for you, because time and tides waits for none. If you can't revive even a single minute of your life, so why are you wasting your life? Utilize each and every moment, because each and every passing moment cannot be revived, cannot be regained. This is the harsh reality. So, if you are really desirous and if you want to fulfill your dreams, if any dream is attached with this English language, if any of your goal is attached with this language, you have to accept it, you have to incorporate it, you have to drill, you have to practice, you have to implement. Stop learning, stop watching videos. This is this because after reading after reading comments like these, I have come to the conclusion that you have to change your mindset. Adopt a mindset that takes solution, that implement, that practice, that drill, that speak to become fluent in English. So with this positive note, hope you have understood what I am trying to suggest you. So with this positive note, we end this video, and tell me in the comment section, is this video an informative one for you, and is this video has this video proved a little significance for your life or not? So with this positive note, I end this video, and I am eagerly waiting for your comments that you are thinking now, you are implementing now, you are practicing now, you are now in at this junction that you have stopped learning. Now you have arrived at this conclusion that I myself have to put into that practice, have put into that process. Because even if you are not walking towards your destination, the destination will not be arrived to you. The distance will not be covered by itself. You have to cover the distance, you have to walk towards your destination, you have to walk towards your goals. Jump into the process. Please jump into the process.